Well, I'm out today on the Blue Revolt and the sun is shining, which at this time of year is unusual in Wales anyway. And we have had a lot of rain this week, and it's not even that cold, and it's not warm by any stretch. But usually in the late autumn and winter, if you get a sunny day, it's absolutely freezing. So today I'm off to Porthcawl, and here's the evidence that we have had a lot of rain. And this week I had some rather depressing news. So while I was out filming last week, a van passed me with about 4 inches to spare. And I get close past pretty much every time I ride a bike. It's not unusual, in the words of Tom Jones, but as I've said before, we really need to report this more, because if we don't, people just keep getting away with it, and then the problem just gets worse and worse. But I'm as guilty as anyone else, because it's a laborious process reporting someone. So you have to first of all have a video clip as evidence. Now most people using anything like a GoPro, DJI, whatever, the clip that it records is going to be too big to submit. So you have to clip it. And when you do that, you have to tell them, because the timestamp then changes to the time that you cut it, rather than the time you filmed it. And then you have to take a still frame off that, because they want to know the make, the model, and the registration. So you have to fiddle about doing all of that. And you have to go through this long form of who are you and what were you filming, why it makes any difference, I don't know. What camera were you using? What was it recording on? Was it an SD card or a micro SD card? I mean, what possible difference would that make? But still, you have to do it. And then they want to know the exact time, so you've got to figure out what time did you leave, and try and work it back. So they certainly don't make it easy, is the point that I'm trying to make. They don't make it easy at all. And so it's not easy to fill in the Operation Snap form. And on top of that, if you leave a gap in your postcode, for example, it rejects the information, and then half the time it just deletes the information. You've got to start again. And I've said it before, any politician that tells you that they're trying to encourage more people to cycle is lying, because they want you in your car. They want you to be trackable. They want you to be paying taxes. They want you to be locked into the system, paying your insurance, paying car finance. So maybe that's why they make it so difficult. But nevertheless, we do it to try and protect ourselves and each other, for that matter. But as I said, this week, or last week, but as I said last week, this van passed me, and it was so close that it made me jump. Wow, that was dangerous. And it was the way the driver cut in afterwards, as if he was trying to scare me. And not only that, he was on a piece of dual carriageway. There was plenty of room for him to go past, and he was only a couple of 100 metres away from a red traffic light. So having close past me, you have to stand on the brakes to stop at the lights. This is so typically British. It's a sunny day with no rain forecast and it's pissing down. Anyway, back to the story. So I thought this one definitely needs reporting. So I laboriously filled out all of the form and made the video clip and did everything else. And I submitted it. Third time lucky. I mean, the third time I submitted it, it actually accepted my submission. And when they give you a reference number. And 3 or 4 days later I got an email saying that there was a further development on this case, and I quoted the reference number, and you have to log in, and on the website it tells you what's going to happen. And that's where the depressing news came, because basically what they said was, we have decided that we are no longer going to take action against drivers who close past cyclists, horses or pedestrians. So effectively what they're saying is motorists can do whatever they want and no action will be taken against them. And we've already got a situation where the police have said to car thieves, you can steal cars, don't worry, we're not going to bother you. And the same with burglars. I mean, even in South Africa, where crime is completely out of hand. The coppers haven't announced to the public they're not going to do anything about it. You know they won't, but they haven't announced it to the public. So there you have it. In Britain, it's completely acceptable for a motorist to endanger your life. And as usual, if you found this video interesting, like and subscribe.